short. I don't mind using it because way to stay safe. I'll see how I'm feeling, depending on how I'm feeling. This likely can change. So we're not like key to anything. We're still likely to change and all that. Hold on, let me finish placing this order. And let me also pay for my phone bill because um I don't want them to come for me. 1, 2, 3, 5 Cartier. My bad, y'all. Give me one slight second. Just sound interact. But as you can see, we've already mapped our chart, so we kind of have a big understanding on what it is that we need to do. What it is that we need to do. But that's good for there. So all we have to do is wait for this moment, and then all I have to do is map out my 11:30, because I know the moment 11:30 comes out, I will not be taking a trade. So this is why I call it T block. Obviously, it's gonna be a long spaced out. This is a lot of time. But sir, my bad. I'm still trying to pay my bill. Okay, cool. Now let's get to the fun part. All right, what we got on these platforms, bro? Let's see what we can watch, bro. Cool. Now let's see what we can watch, bro. We need to get some type of inspiration or just be chilling right now. Guys are still playing this game, bro. Guys are still playing this game, bro. See? Whatever. Let's see what I put. Okay, whatever then. I'm cool with that. Dogs. What's the streams? Not bad. What a full next account. Hold on. Hold on. I don't want a situation. I was like, why is all my subscribers thing looking so dead? I also gotta change this audio. F it. Is music playing? I have no clue. Was music playing this whole time? I have no clue in the world. I want to watch that again. Hold on, I know these mans. Okay, I don't. I wish I could set up my game, but I don't want to set it up. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's so diabolical, bro. How's the glitching, bro? The glitch is so. I mean, that song was cool. Hey, hey. Bro, this is what keeps happening. Stay happening. Hold on. Hold on. Effort. What am I gonna close? I need to close something. I can do that. There we go. That song was cool. I actually liked it. I ain't gonna lie. I need something else. Let's see. Look for something else. Any recommendations? Y'all let me know. Even though there's not many of y'all here. Beastline. See, I wish I had somewhere where I could just look for videos to react to on YouTube, like, or videos to watch on YouTube. Cause I ain't gonna lie, YouTube for me has been so dry that like it gets to a point that I was like, bro, I don't even know what to do, what to watch. Hold on, my phone on D&D. Whole time, people might want to reach out to me. Yep, I said it. That does look like a bad. Hold on, let's see. Was it Johnny Harris? Let's see. All these things I would want to watch. This. What video was that? Bro, why do we look like we're looking at two different versions of Johnny Harris? What's this? I'll go. I slept long. I had a good long sleep today. All right. Let's see, which one will take up most of our time? Whoa. Hold up. I'm intrigued. What? Let's pause this. So this is the difference. This is the difference between
This is what $100 million looks like.
Okay.
100 million $1 bills. Look at this.
Okay, $1 bills.
Watch this. This is what $100 billion looks like. Whoa. That's $100 billion. There's like 19 people on Earth that have this much money. Oh, and by the way, one of these guys just bought a house right up the road. People on Earth that have this much.
When this video came out, he was at 485 billion. This dickhead is at 1 trillion. Talk about coming up. Hold on. Now we at $1 trillion. That is crazy. What?
Money. Oh, and by the way, one of these guys just bought a house right up the road here in Washington, D.C. Remember when we did the piles of cash? This is what $100,000 looked like when we did that visualization.
Hey.
So yeah, we're in a whole different echelon now. I want to
Are
show
that
you
even
the
a mil?
lifestyles of people who are worth this much money versus this much money. So we've been talking to experts, interviewing people who work with the ultra wealthy to construct real world scenarios of what these people's lives look like, what kind of influence they have in society, to understand what and
I feel
who.
like the difference between me and these other millionaires, like if I was to have this much money, I would not be looking towards like politics or nothing. Like I would just be like, yeah, I'm gonna just do me. Y'all do whatever y'all want, but like just don't affect me. But like I'm gonna just be doing me at the whole time. Like, you know what I'm saying.
They can buy.
Oh, and by the way, we're launching a media company. It's called New Press. It's going to be very different than anything you've ever seen. It's going to be about transparency, letting you have insight into our journalistic process and contribute to it. There's already a lot of people on the wait list. If you want to be one of them, go to newpress.com, sign up. You'll be the first to know when it launches and what we're up to. You can even help us design it.
Need some
newpress.com.
Tylenol. I'm
that's
sore
all.
as a
So
bitch.
first up, let's start with $100 million.
Real quick, let me get some water. I need some water. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I'm about to faint. I did a lot of running, y'all. I'm about to be injured. Okay, we got the water. Let's keep watching this video.
My name is Scott. I started a candy company
Okay.
and I grew it over many years, and I eventually sold it to a big giant candy corporation. And because I started the company, I own most of it, and so I got a huge payout from this sale. Between that and a bunch of other investments over the years, I now have a net worth of $100 million. Wow.
Sounds about right.
My primary residence is New York City, where 800
New York?
other centimillionaires live. Centimillionaires, it's like
Fair.
100 millionaires. I'll show you my New York City house in just a second. But first,
But
let's
like,
talk about
think about it though. Even if you have 100 mil, the house you can be having in a whole nother city with 100 M's, man. Like, damn, like, bro. I would just keep it straight. That I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna like have another place like, cause the thing about New York, it's like how far your money can take you. Like, you see how we stacked it up. When it gets to New York, you see that whole thing just cut it in half. Just how expensive it is to live the exact same life somewhere
my
else.
fortune and how I can spend it. Now, I can't actually spend my fortune right now because all of it is in the stock market. The upside to that is that it grows
What that
and
mean?
grows. My portfolio grows at 10%
Okay,
every year.
okay.
So what if I just sell this $10 million return I got this year? This
Yeah.
can fund some of my lifestyle.
That's 10
However,
million.
Look at all these taxes. All in all, it's like 37% of that $10 million.
Okay,
That still
cool.
leaves me with $6.3 million.
6.3
bucks to
million.
spend.
I'll
And look,
keep
I
it.
didn't even have to touch my portfolio. I'm still worth $100 million. Wait, is this video just tax calculations? No. Let's go find a house.
But why would you find a house in New York City if you get taxed all the way to 6 mil?
My budget for a house is anywhere between $8 and $15 million. Which
Okay.
sources told us is common at
Okay.
this level.
Come on. Well, technically you can do that.
And even though I live in one of the most expensive and crowded cities on earth, with my budget, I can find a pretty sick house, I think. Okay, let's look around. Boy, there's some nice options here.
Mind you,
How
this
about
is all without starting a whole new
$8.5
other
million.
business. Because whole time, if somebody was to come across this, they would have started or bought another business that is stable to the point that they don't have to take out of their investments so it can continue to grow. Because let's say the first time they take out of it, but the whole time it will be smartest. Is my mic working? Can you guys even hear it? Oh my gosh.
This nice
You're telling me this? Wait. No way.
apartment in
Okay, you
Midtown.
guys could have heard it. I was about to say that would piss me off so bad. Hold on.
Apartment in
Okay, you guys can hear it. That was about to piss me off so bad.
on Manhattan. The listing tells me that this is the epitome of refined living, a superior pre-war white glove cooperative. What does that mean? 4 bedrooms, 4 baths.
Pre-war,
This
it looks
sun-kissed
like pre-war.
airy. This sun-kissed airy is one of the crown jewels of the Tony Enclave. What is it? Am I reading like a different language? What is the Tony Enclave? I don't know what any of those words mean. Sorry. But I do know that it has a semi-private elevator and is the perfect setting for alfresco entertaining. And me,
The
100 millionaire,
semi-private
I am
mean,
super into
Like you
alfresco
visit with a pet, it's like a
entertaining.
pet house.
I mean, this is looking like a pretty great house. It's got this super romantic painting above the
Or you have,
mantle.
like, an
and in
elevator
addition to my
within the
real
house.
library, I also get a bathroom that kind of looks like one. By the way, this is only my primary residence. It's not my only home. I've got a couple vacation homes around the country and the world. This one in Miami, which is increasingly a playground for the ultra-rich, and this one in the south of France.
How much do
And
those
both of these have
cost?
full-time housekeepers. Let's talk about my vacations. I visit these houses a couple times a year, but for my other vacations, I'll maybe go to the Hamptons because I love to watch polo. There's this great polo match in July,
Well, we can
and I buy
definitely
a
say this
VIP
person who's
ticket that
making
will cost me
100
only
is for
$3,500.
sure not black.
Or lately, I've been getting into F1, and so
For
maybe I'll
sure
go
not
to the
black.
race in Monaco. I'll stay at this Hotel Heritage. Oh no, Hermitage. I'll stay at the Hotel Hermitage, Monte Carlo, for just 22,000 euros a night, which is like $25,000 per night.
Per night.
Okay, let's get to the F1 race.
This is
And the
actually
Monaco
stupid.
Grand Prix is underway.
Jeez. No one told me I needed to bring my swimsuit to the F1 race. I'm feeling a little overdressed. Food's great, chef. Great view. Let's get to the race. I'm planning on watching the F1 race from a private yacht. The ticket was $16,000. And look at the benefits here. I get to walk around in the pit. I get to meet...
What? You're watching it from a yacht? This don't even make sense. So you're watching it from a yacht. Just casually.
the drivers, and I even get VIP tenders.
What does this mean? Tender, like chicken tenders? That was very black of me though.
Not that kind of tender.
Oh.
Just a fancy boat that brings me out to the yacht. Anyway, something's bothering me. Remember when I showed you I could sell off the returns that I made this year
Yeah.
from my stocks and still come out with millions of dollars of cash to spend? Well, I didn't really like having to sell off all those returns and then have to pay like over 30% in taxes. Me and everyone else you'll see in this video don't like to sell our portfolio, our assets to
So why
get
don't you just
cash,
leverage it?
because that triggers all of these taxes. It gives us less power in the companies we own. Instead, we like to get cash through a bunch of other ways, using our vast fortune. My favorite trick is to go to the bank and to ask for a loan. Wait, what? I'm a super rich guy. Why do I need a loan? Well, let me show you. The bank will loan me a lot of money if I put my huge investment portfolio up for collateral, meaning they can come after it if I don't pay the loan back or if I default or something. Okay, how much can I get in a loan? Well, according to the bank UBS, I could borrow up to 85% of the value of my investment portfolio, which remember is $100 million. So I could potentially get a loan for $85 million. Another bank, Merrill Lynch, says that they will give at least 50% of the value of your portfolio. But regardless, we're talking tens of millions of dollars that I can borrow and spend. And guess what?
Invest.
I pay zero taxes on this money because it's not income. It's technically debt. Okay, wait, but it's a loan. So I'm accruing interest, right? This isn't free money. I'm going to have to pay it back someday and likely have to pay it back with post-tax money. So it's not free money. What's the deal here? Why am I doing this? Well, according to a lot of good reporting from the Wall Street Journal, people making $100 million or more can get quoted on an interest rate as low as 0.87%. super low. In reality, today, under these conditions and with my net worth, let's just be really, really conservative and say that my interest rate on the loan is more like 5.9%. It's a lot higher than 1%. But watch what happens. This allows me to not have to touch my investment portfolio. I don't have to take out that $10 million of
You just have to
stocks
take out that
and pay a
little
bunch of
part.
taxes. And that is growing at 10% a year. Way more than the interest on this loan. Now watch what happens over time. This is the value of that $10 million left in my portfolio, and this is how much I owe on the loan I took out. That's a nice looking graph.
Yeah.
My wealth is growing way faster than the interest on my loan is accruing. So this tax-free
Can't you just
debt
take more and
thing
more
is
loans?
awesome, and it's one way that I will turn my net worth into spendable cash without having to sell off any of my stocks in my portfolio. Okay, no more tax math for now. I want to go buy some more stuff. It's time to talk about private jets and yachts. Sadly, I can't afford the private jet that I want. Womp womp. But this doesn't mean I don't fly private. These days, I can easily just book a jet like this one. It can take me from New York to Miami, and it only costs me $15,000. I can get from LA to Australia for $200,000 on this private jet.
God forbid. Who in their right mind?
$200,000 seems like a lot, but let's compare it to the median net worth of a US household, which is $192,000. The median net worth of a household, not a person, a household. Spending $200,000 on this flight to Australia feels the same for me as a median household spending $384 for this ticket. Pretty doable for a flight to Australia. Now, I can get a better deal on these private flights if I pre-purchase a jet card like this. I fill it up with prepaid private jet hours. Prices range from $5,000 to $7,000 per hour for a small private jet and up to $20,000 an hour for a bigger, longer range jet. Maybe someday I'll own my own private jet, but my budget of $10 million doesn't really get me the fancy one that I want. I'll opt to
How do you
charter
own
for
a
now.
jet? I
What
don't
I
understand
can
what it
afford
takes
is a
to own a
fairly
jet.
large staff to run my life. I have 18 full-time staff members, and that's a real number of staff for people of this net worth from a Morgan Stanley report. I've got a personal driver, I've got a shopper, I've got a butler, a chef, a laundry person.
shopper?
I'm super into security, so I've got
What the
a head of
fuck?
security and a bunch of security guards. I have a personal handler who sets up all the logistics of stuff I want to do. Like I want to go yacht shopping this weekend. They're handling all of it. Oh, that's him now. Hey, Brad. Yeah, for the yacht show this weekend, can you make sure I get some VIP tenders? No, the real,
Get the chicken wings.
ones.
Ah!
Oh, and I almost
Yeah.
forgot, my most important staff members are the financial and legal experts who find the most clever ways to reduce how much taxes I have to pay. Which, my wealth manager, Jeff, keeps selling off all my stocks at a loss, and we're like losing money. Jeff, what are you doing back there?
Don't worry, Scott. This is called a wash sale and I know what I'm doing. You get back to yacht shopping.
Loss harvesting, wash sale. I don't understand it all. Jeff does though. Anyway, back to yacht shopping. Wow, look at these yachts. I'm actually sad to discover that I'm on the lower end of ultra wealth. So my yacht is actually not that fancy. It's not a super yacht, that's for sure. It looks more like this. It costs a little over $1 million. I might splurge and get this guy. Costs more like $6 million, but
Hey, I
this
get
is still
that.
pretty entry level. Because at this point, yes, I've
Entry.
got loads of money. I can buy and travel and live how I want. But what separates me from the big dogs who we're about to see is yachts and private jets, but also influence in society. I do some donating. I donate a bunch of money to politics. I gave $900,000 to a PAC that supports the candidates that I hope will win. I also belong to the invite-only Aman Club, which I had to pay a $200,000 initiation fee for. My membership fee is $15,000 a year, and I get to rub shoulders with people way richer than me, like Bill Gates, and even the Kardashians show up every once in a while. But this isn't real influence. I'm kind of paying for access. It's nothing like we're gonna see once we cross the $1 billion mark.
Hey, since we're talking about money, can we take a minute to make sure that this video makes money so that our team can continue to work and our company can keep growing so we can keep making videos? That's why we have sponsors. Thank you, NordVPN, for sponsoring today's video. NordVPN used to just be a VPN where you can connect to the internet via another country, which allows you to do a bunch of things that I've talked about a bunch on the channel, so you know that by now. But these days, NordVPN is also a screen as I'm scanning hacker if you Friday NordVPN. Look.
let's 10x this
So we just
and get
finished
to
100 million, and I already don't know what the heck to like that. Like, I'm already blown out. So they're telling me there's a whole different tax bracket that I have no clue what we're talking about. Well, there's only one way to find out. I didn't even take my Tylenol. That's why my body still feels super sore. Hold on 1 second. It just sucks. This just sucks up.
billion. Forbes says that there's about 3,000 people on Earth with this kind of money. Hi, my name is Javier.
100
I was a moderately
billion,
wealthy
bro.
guy for a while, but I randomly
100 billion, bro. I don't think. Like, I'm maybe just trying to process it. 100 billion is actually so crazy, bro.
wrote a $200,000 check to a couple of young guys in Silicon Valley who had a startup idea. They gave me 4% equity in their company, and then their company blew up and is now worth $80 billion. After some dilution, my $200,000 check is now worth $1 billion. That's my net worth. So how do I get liquid cash to spend from my vast fortune? Well, I don't want to sell any of my stake in the tech company I invested in because I have voting rights. I can control how it is. In fact, like Scott, I don't want to sell any of my portfolio for cash. Instead, I will generate money other ways. I'll go back to the old debt trick that we saw with Scott. Even if I get a loan that's 2% of my vast portfolio, I'm looking at $20 million of tax-free cash, all without having to touch my portfolio, which continues to grow in the market at 10% a year. That $20 million that I didn't have to take out of my portfolio is just in the market, is growing nice and fast. And look, after 5 years, my portfolio has grown way more than the interest on this loan. I can easily pay back the loan right now and still have extra to spare. Okay, so let's talk houses. Where do I live? Of course, New York City, where there's more billionaires than anywhere else in the world. I live up on the Upper East Side. Look at this beautiful home. 6 bedrooms, 17,000 square feet Manhattan apartment. It cost me $57.5 million. This was actually 2 huge multi-million-dollar houses that they combined into one. Just cause. It's got a pool with my favorite inspirational quotes on the wall, a basketball court on the roof, but this is not my only home. It is one of 7 that I own, including my home in Aspen, in Lake Garda, Dubai, St. Bart's, and of course, downtown Paris. And look, I finally own a private jet. Yes! No more chartering or prepaid flight cards. I've got my own private jet, and it is sick. Look at this thing. Cost me $75 million, and I have to pay $3 million a year just to maintain it. Like, I have to pay $135,000 just to store it in a hangar. I pay $600,000 a year on fuel and $45,000 just on, like, basic maintenance. Oh, and I have a full-time pilot and crew. I spend over $700,000 just to keep them retained as my full-time flight attendants. And I finally can buy a respectable yacht. Like, look at this one. It's 131 feet long. It's got a pool and a hot tub on the deck. It can carry 11 guests and 9 crew members. And like my PJ...
No. You don't tell me I spent all of this just to be able to get 11 niggas on my boat. Are you crazy? Just for 11 niggas? A boat like that, give me 100 niggas on the boat. That's what I want. I want 100 niggas on this boat. Give me 20 niggas, no, I'll say 30 niggas, 70 bitches. I
have to pay a full-time crew to run this thing year-round, even though I only use it a few times a year. My vacations look pretty similar to Scott's. A lot of expensive VIP access.
Is it the city expensive too?
Just a little more elevated. Like, I paid $3 million to watch the Super Bowl in this suite with Taylor Swift and a bunch of other rich people. The difference was to watch the Super Bowl in the US, but just a little more elevated. Like, I paid $3 million to watch the Super Bowl in this suite with Taylor Swift and a bunch of other rich people. The difference between me and Scott is I get invited to stuff that I don't even have to pay for because we're kind of all a little bit post-money at this point. Like the Monaco Yacht Show, they have an exclusive opening day. Scott was paying $2,200 for a ticket, but I'm one of the 200 people that they just invited to the VIP experience. And in fact, where Scott's vacations were about lavish, opulent hotels and experiences, I have kind of a different vibe. I care mostly about privacy and security. In fact, the places I stay look a lot more like this from the street. Unassuming, not drawing any attention. But behind these walls, I've got everything I need for my vacation. My security team flew in a few days earlier to secure the property, and then I arrive with
Well,
my butler,
you're a
my
billionaire.
chef, my
feel like-
personal doctor is on site. I've got a dog walker who I pay to just hang out with my dog, and of course my luxury travel coordinator who just zipped into town to connect with the brands she's been communicating with. They're planning to come to my villa to set up my own personal store in one of the mini bedrooms so that I can browse the latest fashion without leaving my villa. By the way, that's a real example from our reporting. A family who did this during one of their vacations and ended up spending $1.5 million on their little in-home designer store during their vacation. In fact, I want to super clarify that all of these examples are based on real reporting, real examples from our interviews with people who work with the ultra rich. Many of them don't want to appear and be quoted in this video, but we're grateful that they let us in on some of these
information, yeah.
lifestyle details of how people live and travel at this wealth level. Anyway, I'm Javier, and at this point, it's hard to know what to spend my money on that Scott can't. Like, we can both buy a $91,000 shirt, which sales tax alone on this puppy is like $8 grand. $9 million painting. There's a few things that are out of reach for Scott that
Actually,
I can buy. Maybe
I think I
like
would do some
this
shit like
nearly
that.
$3 million bottle of whiskey. What I
No.
can do at this
Actually,
level
I'll get it for my
is
dad.
pay for hyper exclusive experiences, like paying my favorite band, the Eagles, to fly in and
be like,
play
whenever
me a
his
show.
friends come,
I'll pay
everybody take a
millions
shot
of
of
dollars
$3
for this,
million
and in fact,
bottle.
they've negotiated only playing Hotel California one time, but it was totally worth it. And yes, that $6 million private concert is a real example too. Anyway, let's go back to security, because now that I'm a billionaire, I'm a little more well known, and my security team has grown. But I'm also starting to get a little more paranoid, thinking about how I'm planning for something apocalyptic. We rich people think about this a lot. What if
Why?
we lose it all? My vast wealth is in the market, in the economy, and if order breaks down, it could be worth nothing. So I'm going to invest in some backup plans. A bunch of land in upstate New York. And in fact, I'm even working
New
on
York?
a bunker. I love bunkers. This thing's got food storage, a decontamination shower, a high-tech air filtration system, 4 bedrooms, a hair salon, a shooting range. Listen, I'm not a prepper, but you know, just in
Okay.
case, and I've got the money to do it, why wouldn't
Okay.
I'm worth
They
$1
gotta be
billion.
accessible, though.
So at this point, I kind of have an army of tax professionals optimizing my wealth so I can pay as few taxes as possible. And Congress just passed some legislation that's really helping me out on this. At this level, I start to get weird and creative with my money. Maybe I'll buy a hotel chain, or maybe I'll invest in Bubbles. No, not those kind of Bubbles. Bubbles is the name of my thoroughbred horse that I bought for $3 million. I paid millions of dollars, and then I had to, of course, build a home and a bunch of stables for Bubbles, and I had to, like, get a trainer and feed and care and medical attention. It's a lot of money, but it's a business expense. And Bubbles is a depreciating asset on my balance sheet. I'm supposed to try to make a profit off of Bubbles, but really, I'm doing it because on race day, I love showing up to watch him race. Get to hang out with my friends, spend some time at the track, throw a big party, and watch Bubbles race. Come on, boy, come on.
You know, this is that fuck you shit I want to be able to do. I want to be able to do this fuck you shit. Like, I want to be so rich I can just do this fuck you shit. Just so me and my family can just have fuck you things to do. I think when you get to a point of being rich, it's all about how much fuck you things you are capable of doing. The more amount of fuck you shit I can do, the more I would love to do. Like, I would love it. Everybody in my family is, yes, let's go watch the horse. And then they're all passing the horse. Yay, horse, what time? Like, you know what I'm saying? You get it.
Kentucky Derby. And summer is tomorrow, and a great start it goes in.
Bubbles,
This actually might be one of the best videos I've watched in a long time.
He lost again. And yes, I'm losing a lot of money on bubbles.
Why is this in
but
Toronto?
honestly, I'm not that stressed because this is more of a hobby, and all of these losses I can write off to lower my tax bill. I'm actually doing this same kind of hobby thing on a much bigger scale.
Really?
I bought an NBA team. I'm able to write these players off as depreciating assets, even though the team is growing and making money. All of this helps my tax rate be lower than the players who play for me, and even lower than the guy serving beer in the stands. ProPublica
Really?
did a great analysis on that, by the way. But yeah, anyway, all of this is legal. Like, I'm not breaking any rules. And honestly, it's really fun. And look,
I might buy an NBA team. Okay, I'll just buy a
that's the
team
best
instead
seats in the
of
house.
whatever.
Oh, and by the way,
So
I
this is
still
what
pay a lot
Charlotte
of
Hornets be
taxes.
doing.
My businesses pay corporate taxes and income taxes and payroll taxes and property taxes and sales taxes. I contribute massively in dollar terms, and my businesses generate huge amounts of tax revenue and jobs, and I took a risk in building my wealth, and when I sell or die, the government takes another giant cut. I'm paying plenty. And in fact, I'm paying so much that I'm going to use some of my influence to try to change that. I've got my eye on a Senate candidate. I've contributed $20 million to his campaign to get him reelected, and he won. Yes! It's a few months later, and Congress is working on a bill. It could have big ramifications for my business and therefore my net worth. And so I'm going to call in my favor to the senator who I donated so much money to help reelect. I need him to insert 8 words into this massive bill to allow my business to qualify for a huge deduction. He does it last second, and I just saved hundreds of millions of dollars in taxes. 20 million bucks to get this guy elected in exchange for hundreds of millions of dollars in savings? That sounds like a good investment.
That's a good
Thanks,
bet.
Congress. My financial advisors have been telling me that it's time for me to not just be a rich person, but to become a philanthropist, to give away my money and to save some taxes in the process. How
Okay,
about, let's see, what can I give away? Well, I've got this really nice art collection. An appraiser said that it was worth $130 million. I'm gonna donate this, but I'm not gonna donate it to like a public gallery. I'm going to donate it to my own family's private nonprofit foundation. And as long as I make this art accessible to the public, I can write off the $130 million from my taxes over several years.
So what if I
have to
never
make all
bought
this
art?
art accessible to get the tax write-off? What counts as accessible? Luckily, the IRS isn't super specific, so I've decided to open up the art room to the public, but just in kind of random 2-hour slots that you need a lottery to get an access to. There'll be only guided tours on random
What the heck is that?
Wednesdays, no regular hours, no self-guided tours. That's accessible, right? I'm taking the tax write-off. That work, guys?
Nice approach.
And yes, that is a real example of philanthropy really being vanity projects with no public benefit. Thanks again to ProPublica for their great reporting on it. Okay, moving
I
on.
would do the exact same thing. I think
Now,
you should
there
be
are
part of my
billionaires
financial team when I
who
get rich.
give to real
Amen.
causes that benefit real people, who give away a large amount of their fortune to actually change the world for the better. But it's also very common for billionaires
If
to
I was
use
a billionaire,
foundations and
My family members would be on $1 million payrolls. $1 million payrolls. That all the taxes already accounted for, so they don't even have to worry about paying taxes.
philanthropy as tax shelters and vanity projects. And the IRS doesn't really come down on these people very often. Oh, I just got an email saying I'm going to Switzerland. Because I donated to the presidential campaign, the president is assigning me to be the ambassador to Switzerland.
What that
And I know the
mean?
president said that he wouldn't be appointing his donors to these types of roles, but here I am. Seems like a lot of us donors are getting appointed. This is great. Let's get the jet ready to go to Switzerland. So you can see that my fortune at this point buys me
If
anything
they
I
didn't
want.
make me do
but
some shit like
it's actually
this,
starting
y'all,
to be more and more.
when I tell you we're about to have a month-long vacation where we're doing fucking nothing. We're doing nothing. Real rap. We're doing absolutely nothing. Feeding cows, feeding chickens, going off of flipping, going like we off the boat, we spinning in the air, all that shit. Like we doing nothing and everything at the same time. And I would want my families to be influencers on some, oh, let's vlog our life, so no matter what, our ancestors and our ancestors, well, our ancestors can't watch shit, but our ancestors, if that's a real word, can always look back and be like, oh, this is where we came from. This is our generation. We made it out of nothing, and then it took one person to get us out of nowhere, and one person to get us out of from nowhere to somewhere, but somewhere to everywhere.
More about buying influence in society and politics. But this is just the beginning. Let's see what happens when we 100x this. Okay, things are
What do
about
you
to
mean?
get kind of nuts because we're about to 100x this pile. To go
What?
from 1 billion to $100 billion.
What? Wait. 100 million. 1 bit. You mean to tell me this whole time that stupid ass little video we were just watching was for how much? $1 billion? I thought this was $100 billion this whole time. There's really levels to this stuff. There's actually really levels to this. I generally thought, like, all my life, I generally thought we was talking like 100 billion this whole time.
There's less than 20 people who have this much net worth or more. They're almost all Americans who started technology companies. Elon Musk, the world's richest man, has
See,
anywhere from 4 to 5
Now
times.
I am starting to believe Elon Musk is not using his money well. At all. He is not using his money well. Wait, hold on. What was
Americans
this?
who started
Tech?
technology companies. Elon Musk, the world's richest man, has anywhere from 4 to 5 times this much, depending on the day. And at this point, there's no way I can convince you how much money this is. Like, you would have to combine the incomes of
This is
over
trillionaire,
7.5
guys.
million Americans toiling away, earning the median salary of $63,000 a year. 7.5 million people earning the amount of money controlled by one guy. Hi, my name is Bradley. I founded a technology company decades ago, and it is now one of the most valuable companies on earth. I still run it actively, and most of my $100 billion fortune is in the form of a huge amount of stock in this company. How do I even think about where to live? I could go the direction of Indian billionaire Mukesh Ambani and build my own personal 27-story skyscraper, complete with a hanging garden and a 6-floor garage where I can store 168 cars. Or I could
love the
collect
sound
a
of that.
portfolio of trophy homes all over the world. I'll buy this one in Florida for $173 million. It's got 33 bedrooms and 39 bathrooms. That is a lot of toilets. I'll buy a spot in London, but I'll make sure to buy all the properties around it, so I've got a lot of privacy. That one cost me $202 million. I'll grab a bunch of property along this coastline in Malibu. I'll buy this private golf course next to my 19,000 square foot mansion, even though I don't really play golf. And I'll even pay $86 million for a Zen temple in Japan, because I'm super into Japan. Let's add to the list buying this entire island of Lanai, Hawaii. All in all, my big portfolio of houses around the world adds up to about $2 billion worth of homes. But if I'm like Larry Ellison, whose homes all of those I just mentioned are, this isn't even 1% of my net worth. But I don't want to just buy homes. Maybe I want to buy a social media company. I'm really into influence right now, and influencing the media is a great way to influence society. And this is where I can take the loan thing that we talked about earlier to a whole new level. Yes, I could sell a bunch of my stock to get cash to buy the social media company. Or I can do what Elon Musk did and take out a giant loan. Billions of dollars that I don't have to pay taxes on, that is based on my vast fortune. Musk was about to take out a loan of $12.5 billion, but then ended up taking about half that to buy Twitter. And this is what's wild, is the loan thing, at this level, I can plan to just do this forever. I never have to pay off these loans. I never
will
have to
not be
sell off
alive.
any of my stock. I could keep paying down the interest so it doesn't compound, but even if I don't, my fortune grows way faster than this debt accrues. And the real benefit of this happens when I get close to the end of my life. It's been decades. I have all these loans. They've grown, accrued interest. My fortune has grown way faster. And at the end of my life, I could sell a bunch of my portfolio, get a bunch of cash, and pay off all my loans before I die, so I don't leave my children saddled with all my loans. But I don't want to do that, because I would have to pay a huge amount of taxes if I did. And if you haven't noticed, I don't like taxes. My goal now, as I get close to the end of my life, is to set my family up to inherit my vast fortune in the most advantageous way possible.
Yeah.
So I max out the gifting exemption. There's like $14 million I can do there, but that's like a drop in the bucket. I'll set up some trusts that technically remove control of my wealth and pays out a certain amount to the named beneficiaries, like my children and grandchildren, over a period of time, potentially forever. But watch this. My portfolio is a vast fortune that is mostly loaded with unrealized gains, meaning this is all money that has grown in the market. I haven't paid taxes on it yet because I
Oh, let's see your TFSA.
haven't taken it out. The moment I take it out, I have to pay taxes. But
Okay.
what I can do is when I die, I can give this giant fortune to my daughter, let's say. And the moment I give it to her, boom, the clock resets. She inherits that fortune, and suddenly it's as if she has zero gains. Meaning she could sell this entire portfolio on day one and pay no taxes. Those unrealized, untaxed gains disappear, never to be taxed. And yes, there is a big estate tax that I have to pay when I die, but my army of wealth managers have figured out a way to buy an insurance policy that will pay that tax for me. Anyway, I'm not dead yet. Let's talk about yachts. Because at this point, at $100 billion, I can get the top of the line. Look at this 600-foot long, $600 million yacht. This thing has a crew of 80 people. It can cross the Atlantic without refueling. It's got a pool, a helipad, a movie theater, a golf training room, because, I gotta practice my swing when I'm out in the Atlantic. I pay my crew super well. Many of my crew stay on board my yacht for years. Oh, and did I mention that it's not just the yacht?
We're glitching. Oh no. We are glitching. I gotta do it again.
I also have this little shadow barge that follows my yacht around when we're out to sea. It carries extra fuel so we can be out on the water longer. It also keeps some of my car collection. Oh, what's that? You're burning to hear about my car collection? I have 2,000 cars.
This would be my
giant
this would
collection
be
is
my
worth
new
around
favorite
$2
thing
million.
to do in
It's
life,
kind of my
bro.
hobby. Another real example from this billionaire. And just when I thought I had the top of the line, there's something else I got my eye on. This super yacht airship crossover that's straight out of Star Trek. I want this thing. Especially because the article says that, quote, crossovers can be oodles of fun when done right. I want oodles of fun. My super yacht's starting to look boring because I have to stick to the sea. But with this crossover, I can go anywhere because it literally turns into a blimp and goes onto land, and it costs about $1 billion. And yes, it's got all the bells and whistles, a pool, a sauna, a gym, a helipad, tenders, and a nice big garage for my cars. And yeah, we gotta talk about my private jet. Oh, sorry, private jets. I have 3 of them, and they're all huge. My favorite one is this one. This is the ACJ 350. It's got a cabin that's 167 feet long. Over 3,000 square feet of floor space on this sucker. I bought this thing for $360 million, and I spent another $100 million just to renovate the interior because I wanted a spa on board. I mean, totally worth it, right? Oh, and on a more grave note, I had to make a deal with my pilot that in case of the apocalypse, which I think about a lot, I'll let him and his family come with me to my compound. Like if we have to escape, I need to guarantee that I have a pilot to fly me away in case like the mob comes knocking. Where will I fly? Oh, I've got some options. I've got bunkers all over the place. Some of them have airstrips, so I can just fly right to them. My favorite one is in New Zealand, where a lot of us ultra wealthy are burying bunkers. This thing is buried underground. It's got a pantry, a gun room, a surgery station. This thing only cost me $8 million to build. But that's not including the couple $1 million I had to invest in New Zealand for several years to qualify for an investor visa. So they'll let me into their airspace. My other bunkers include huge pieces of land in Hawaii, where I have a huge full-time staff, including a person who raises my Wagyu cattle. Just like my buddy Mark Z, he's got one too. We love Wagyu and hydrofoils. When I say and hydrofoils, cut to him on the hydrofoil out in the... We got this, Mark? Okay, but I'm not all doom and gloom apocalyptic. It's just a backup plan. I have hobbies too, but my hobbies have turned into kind of reality bending projects. Like, I want to go to space.
I feel super connected to love.
I want to create my own libertarian nation in the South Pacific. I've got the money to do it. I have like more money than a lot of nations. Or I could throw my money at wild, innovative ideas like making human brains talk to computers or finding ways for humans to live forever. My security team is now huge, dozens and dozens of professionals, many of them former Navy SEALs. And it's hitting me that at this level, I have so much money I can actually make a huge impact in the world. I have the ability to give away over $19 billion of my wealth, no strings attached, to help change the lives of underrepresented people like Jeff Bezos' ex-wife did. I could put billions of dollars into eradicating infectious diseases and focusing on improving maternal and child health funding like Bill and Melinda Gates have done. It's a lot of power that I have to affect what public health initiatives get done. Or I could pour my philanthropic money into foundations that get me tax benefits and serve my own ventures and are completely controlled by me and my family. I could do either. And my level of influence is not just in the philanthropic causes I can fund. I also rub shoulders with the most influential decision makers in the world. Did I mention that as a part of my real estate portfolio, I've got this huge swath of beach in Florida where I've created an enclave for the rich. It's right next to the president's Florida residence, and it's where I make sure that I rub shoulders with the right people. This election cycle, I'm going to spend almost $300 million on getting my favorite candidate elected to be president. That seems like a lot. Is that legal? Actually, yes. Look, I have a front row seat to the inauguration, and the president is giving me the job I've always wanted, which is taking a chainsaw to the federal government.
This is the chainsaw for bureaucracy. Chainsaw!
Whew. Wow, well that was quite the journey. If there's one thing I've learned on my journey from $100 million to $100 billion, it's that wealth begets more wealth. That's why I did all those like tax calculations and debt to show you that when you have wealth and ownership of assets in a capitalistic system, you become impervious. You can build a fortress of wealth that just keeps growing. And then once you have that fortress, it allows you to influence government and policy and media that then serves your interests to get more wealth. All while opportunities, wages, and resources stagnate for the majority. This isn't a broken system. This is a system working exactly how it was designed by policy choices and decisions. And it might strike you as unfair. I think it is, but I also think it's really dangerous. It's exactly the type of concentration that creates a politics of grievance and anger and resentment and hopelessness, all so that a few people can have access to their fancy boats and exclusive parties.
That was a good video. I know I was on my phone, but that was definitely a good video. They contacted me now. That was something. So, oh my goodness. What does everybody need from me? Stop. Do not play that. Do not play that. Do not play that. Do not play that. I'm not trying to watch that. Now, we're gonna get, hold on, I like this thumbnail.
This is Johnny Harris. He's a journalist, but he's making a video on $100 million lifestyle where it's $100
No, not this. It don't matter. Okay, so now that market is about to open, this is when we come back and reevaluate what it is that we have indeed done to get to this place. So what we're gonna do is, hold up, is there news? I didn't look at news. Hold on, trades, news. And nothing for today and tomorrow. Good. And then core PPI. Holy fuck. Back to back to back. Let's have a good week. So that low's been taken out. We're likely gonna go up, I ain't gonna lie, at this rate. Now we wait. I'm gonna have to mute this. So I can be able to post. What did I do for my trade? We've already been live for over an hour. In the meantime, let's see if I can post this video.
You keep kissing. Freaky ass nigga. I'm lit. I don't know what the fuck you be talking about. I'm out drink green juice with chlorophyll and shit. Yeah.
I'm not talking about your hoes. I'm talking about the niggas you hang around on yachts streaming with.
Yeah, you be in my business too much. That's what you do.
What's up, girl?
You keep kissing.
Freaky ass nigga.
I'm lit. I don't know what the fuck you be talking about. I'm out drink green juice with chlorophyll. Yeah.
I'm not talking about your hoes. Niggas you hang around on yachts streaming with.
Man, you be in my business too much. That's what you do.
Oh. What's up, girl? You smell like hoes in there.
That shit is irritating.
I drink. Yo, this nigga laughing that hard. Not gonna lie. He knows who she is. He knows who she is because how the fuck he started dying? She barely even said anything. Like, yo, this nigga just like me for real. What's up, girl?
That shit is irritating. All over here trying to act jealous.
You keep kissing.
Everybody says my nigga Jay Cinco, but who was before Jay Cinco snipers? Who was it? Because I took time out. Who was it?
Nigga, it wasn't you, nigga.
Nigga, yo know my resume, nigga.
Nigga, before anybody was a shark, it was DDG, my nigga. DDG.
So we've already got our liquidity sweep. We're just waiting for the action, really. Waiting for price action right now. I'm gonna be looking for buys. This is also a 1 hour low, so I'll just put it right here. Let's get 1 hour lick. Wait, what?
I'm Brazilian.
You're Brazilian.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi. You're very handsome. You're very beautiful.
Thank you.
Are you from here?
No, Denmark, Copenhagen.
Oh, I'm
Where are
going.
you from?
I'm from Brazil.
What are you doing here?
Traveling. I'm traveling the world.
Alone?
Yeah.
So why are you filming?
Because I'm making vlogs.
You're making vlogs?
Yeah. Yeah, kind of. And also Instagram. Yeah. You guys are so stunning. Come on. Oh my god.
Where are you going?
I'm going just walking here. I just gonna meet a friend late.
Gonna go out?
Where are you guys going?
Come with us.
Let's go. Can I film you?
Yes.
What's your name?
I'm Luca.
And you?
I'm Sarah.
Sarah. Nice.
Why you Norway?
Huh?
Why you Norway?
I'm traveling the world.
Yeah.
I was in Russia and now I'm going back to Portugal.
A black mamba bites a sleeper.
Back to Portugal and going to Africa. I'm traveling in my car.
You need to go to Copenhagen.
Yeah. I'm gonna get your contacts and when I'll be there.
A black mamba.
How you doing? You so sexy.
I don't really be in your face like that, to be honest. You know, so I think you have a...
Like, is it chubby or is it structured?
It's whatever you think it is.
I don't like your responses.
Why?
And I actually want to know.
I don't know.
Pretty much pretty much shit.
Daniel discovered Lucifer's true form. He was convinced Lucifer was a devil who harmed his man, so he made up his mind to kill Lucifer. That night, he showed up at Lucifer's place just as Lucifer was about to greet him. Daniel pulled out his gun and fired. Lucifer collapsed to the ground instantly. The sight left Chloe completely terrified. But the next second, Lucifer woke up again. Chloe then furiously demanded to know why Daniel did this.
He's the devil and you've known about all this time. How'd you find out? I saw him with a minute until Charlie came back and I saw his freaking scary ass red face. I don't take any fun with your face either, Daniel, but you don't see me trying to kill you. How am I the bad guy here?
Chloe was about to explain when suddenly another gunshot rang out behind her.
Invulnerable.
Daniel thought they had both lost their minds. He stormed off in anger.
Welcome, welcome. They said that they caught Debbie on the street doing coke.
That's fine.
Oh, gosh. He said they caught her on the street doing coke.
Appreciate you for the follow, bro. This cannot be right. Appreciate you, Mr. Tree. Alright, so I think we may have gotten a breaker structure right here. Did we fall? We did not. We did not yet. We're close though. I'm just gonna make this color orange. What? Oops. Just to await the Cricket structure. Oh my god.
Ain't doing shit.
It's actually looking quite choppy. This is what I'm looking for.
That's it. Right? That's all it is. So, let's see if we,
Cool, let's close the book this so we can look for some form of continuation. Let's get our breaking structure going. We still have like an hour 30 minutes before we can call it a day for trading. Still early. Yo, I've been moving so much, like I gotta really stretch my body, like for me. Holy smokes, yo. Probably like super sore.
is one of those.
How would you treat a patient who has blood sugar levels high?
If he is not having sugar, then where is the problem?
How would you treat a patient who has blood sugar levels high?
Yes, I can. Yeah.
We're close. We're really close, not gonna lie. Really close to my confirmation. I don't do 1 minute trades. I know the 1 minute traders are eating right now, bro. One minute traders are eating, bro. Look at this. Look at their confirmation right here. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. That's not too bad for an entry. I just need a... When this closes, if this can get back into this zone right here and then come out, I'm along it. Not yet, though. But if you were a 1 minute trader, your confirmation was down here. Like, you should have been here. You should have been in... I don't trade 1 minute, though. I would have did some shit like this. You can long it all the way. Boom. This is a good trade for y'all. Into that 1 hour for value. 1 hour for value got boom right there. Or you feel me? But that's not how I trade though. Come on. Let's see what we can get. Alright, let's enter this zone right here. That's all you need to do before you go up. Involve me. We got Mercs. I need 4K for this shirt. Hold on. And he don't know. What's this? Oh. I didn't know I could edit that. That's cool. As long as it closes above this line right here, we taking it. I'm taking it my whole life. Okay, don't go up too much. Don't relax. We need that leeway. Relax. Before let's close this before we start going up. I think we will at least get here before that big one. 1.83. Well, that's still better. That's still profit for today. In the trap. Gotta snap. Calm down, guys. Calm down. I can't put all this VV. I should let my shit look 3D. Huh? Boom, boom, boom. Hey, no. We do gotta close above this. been broke for a while. You know, thing, my child. This is literally exactly what I drew. What trade did he take? Pretty guys. My diamonds hit hard. Ain't ever no competition. Not to mention just a little bit richer. Can't forget that.
It wasn't as good, just to me it wasn't like as good as like the other ones, if that makes sense. It was alright. It was like mid. You know what I mean? Like it was mid. I'm casual for saying that. Okay. People were telling me to go see the Odyssey, and I gotta see that instead. So.
Come on, close above that line, please. 2, 1, 0, no. We gotta wait another 5 minutes.
I am watching this car right here. This is I-71 at Gilbert Avenue, right by this. I am watching this car.
You see, I knew it was gonna go up and it didn't do the right thing. I can't take it. It's not fair, bro.
Both sides around this car, as well as that on ramp. Oh shit! Oh, I'm so sorry. This literally just watched a crash in real time. I almost said something inappropriate. But you can see this car just smash right into this car in real time. That car was missing right as cameras on. I was watching it closely. And what I've seen so far, just watching the cameras behind the scenes, I've seen cars coming in from this ramp in this merge lane.
You know, the only other way, if we don't use that as confirmation, is this, and I doubt we're gonna come all the way down here. I doubt it. Seriously doubt it.
mouthwash? Jack, you're not supposed to drink.
Bruh. I don't know what's going on. Well, it's not looking like it. Have I gone payouts? I've gone like 3. I've gone multiple payouts still. Yeah, I've gone payouts. Let's see if I can pull one out right here. I should have a picture of a Top Step one on my phone. And it's the last one I got was like last month. Where is it? Hopefully, y'all can see that. My highest payout was like 6K. It was like 6K, and that was like my first one ever. I was like so happy, I ain't gonna lie to you. But ever since then, it's been like wish-washy to get a payout. But, you know, I'm just trusting the process, you know. Right here, I'm waiting for a confirmation. To be real, I might take a trade, very likely take a trade. But it's not really looking like it, I won't lie. If this closes underneath this 5 minute, I'm not going to take a trade. I'm not going to take this trade. I might look for something else, but it did enter the breaker block actually, low key. So there's a good chance that we might actually start going up. All I needed to do is just close above here, then I'll long it. So it's kind of looking like about 10 lots. God damn, the amount of lots shrunk. But hey, profit is profit at the end of the day. Are we gonna aim for here? We're gonna aim for here. Well, we'll see. Taking this won't be bad. Like taking it off of here, This actually would not be bad. I think I might do it. I might take it still. For sure. Might take it still. Let's see.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right. I doubt we're going that far, but we'll see. There's one thing that will make me leave this trade early, but I hope we don't see that. So in the meantime, just for easy following sake, as it is. So 5. So 5. We'll see. I do think my first TP should be here, but I'm just gonna pay attention for now, to be real. We're just gonna let this ride out before we make any hasty decision. If we can close above this 5-minute fair value gap, that's gonna be an extra like confirmation. The reason why I didn't use this 5-minute fair value gap because we did enter this breaker block, so I didn't want to respect the breaker block without having to go wait all the way for that. But this is actually a good sign right here. This is a great sign. Oh, this is a really good sign. Hold on. Let's see. First one's 1.37. That's already a good sign. And then the next one will be about 2.5. So that's a good sign as well. I think we should at least be able to get here, because that's like a session high. This is just a 1 hour for value gap. Let's see. Oh, I didn't see this. That's sticky. Now it explains why we ended up coming in and out. But we've kind of filled this one in already. That explains why moving up has been slow. I can't show a little love on that stuff. The pot next door, Persian rugs. It was 50,000 total. Come on, close a book there for the sake of my initial trade thought. Let's lock this for now. But I want this to move. I'm gonna lock this too, because this is technically what we used. Well, we just gotta close a book there.
If you're watching this video, I guarantee, I bet my whole house y'all never been in a relationship for 3+ years. Once you get to that point, bro, anything that comes after that as any sign, bro, any sign of like you get a feeling of, oh, your girl's cheating on you, that's it, bro. It's done, bro. Like, you cannot waste more of your time, bro. 3 years
You wasted everybody's time.
Whose time did I waste?
You wasted mine. You
I
wasted his. You wasted all these people that you brought into our situation.
Jay's eating off this shit. Like, if anything, Jay.
He looks uncomfortable because your words are just so vulgar for no reason. Because you don't know how to just sit there and talk like an adult.
Y'all have never been in a relationship for 3 years. I'm telling you.
What are you doing here? Sick of shaving your ass. Just wait up with your paper.
Where's chopping so bad?
But we are basically in a range. So, you guys know how I feel about trading within a range?
Reunion, what the fuck is going on? I am confused. I thought shit's being filmed tomorrow, but now I heard that when you signed up for the live audience, there was also a portion where you could watch them arrive today.
Now that we've been freed from the timeline of Pele Court being Lil Durk's best song, what is Lil Durk's best song? Let's actually talk about it. For someone as great as Lil Durk has been, I'm very open-minded for this topic. You see me, once I have one song, I just stick to it, and I don't like to change. For me, I think his best song is The Voice. For me,
The Voice is fun.
I know you lot love your neighborhood heroes, and I know you lot.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Are they playing pranks?
You're gonna get to me, man. I said stay there, do not move. Are you deaf? Stay there and do not.
I'm trying. On God I am. On my life, I'm trying. I'm not trolling. I'm being dead ass serious. On God, rely on my dead eye. I'm not dead. I'm dead ass not dead. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm literally trying. I'm trying my hardest. I swear to God. On my life, I am. Keep this saying I'm not trying. On my mama. I'm trying. I'm trying. On God, I am. On my life, I'm trying. I'm not trolling. I'm being dead ass serious. On God, rely on my
The way I've been feeling recently, guys. Next person I kiss, I might even just bite their lip off. I might just bite Basically's lip off. I might even just bite both of them off. No, guys, just the fact that I'm here, yeah. I'm here on the streets, the same as everybody. It's like that is actually the first mistake this government has made. And the way I've been feeling recently, guys. The next person I kiss, I might even just bite their lip off.
I might as well just swallow them.
Yeah. I'll keep going, please. Like, damn.
By the looks of it, everybody's live. I'm in the same trade, man.
I need us to break through and just keep going higher. What the heck? I had to bring a virus or something. That was wild. Anyhow.
So, please keep that in mind.
So by the looks of it, everybody's long. So I know I'm not tripping.
We keep going to break even and go down. Yes, it's a high resistance market. Just stick to your rules and see what happens.
Okay, followers, and when we're racking up those
Damn,
payouts,
everybody's
you guys
long.
can say you were here since the jump. You guys saw the growth. I've seen a lot of other traders in the TikTok space grow.
I guess that. Thank you. Yeah, we just covered this.
It's the most I've lost? I mean, bro, these are...
Real quick, guys, I cannot.
Hold on, chat, bro.
Oh, on purpose.
Alright. Boy, Chase, you should probably... No, I can't lie. Mentally, right, when I'm trading, I am doing, like, what do you call it? I'm following, like, I'm being boring. I'm being strict to myself. I'm having patience. Bro, I'm energetic the lights because it's entertaining. Personally, myself, right, for my personal preference, I feel like it's way more entertaining to be on a live with somebody who's actually trying to have fun.
If you're trying to long this, then this may be good.
And now we're in business, dude. Oh fuck, I'm already margin called. So it makes it out right here. And that's why.
This is at that high.
So and we got back to now. Chanel.
A buy is gonna be a medium probability trade. It's not gonna be an A+ setup.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be an A+ setup.
I'm about to turn up the light a little bit so it get a little bit easier for me to just stare. Imagine me doing this trade tomorrow morning like this, bro. Like, I'll be losing my mind. This might be the most choppiest market I've ever traded in.
I think Jess is single because her makeup don't match with her face. I think she's single because she want to be stronger than niggas. I think she's single because she can't fucking dance. She wants to run from all of her problems. She's in a fucking run club. And I really think she's single because she has internal problems that she hasn't faced or addressed herself in, which stems from the internet and her wanting to be close to people socially, and she will give too much of herself to other people instead of giving to herself first.
So the reason I think you're single is because you tend to make bad decisions when you fully know the right choice.
And the dudes out there aren't always, checking for you in the right way, right? They want something from you, or they see your, how you dress or how you might carry yourself, and then believe, oh yeah, she's giving it or she's on go for XYZ. But truly, I think in your best situation, you'd want a relationship, but I think that you can't scream about not wanting one of these niggas need to get away from you, and then when you are now in a position where you can't hang out with people because they're with their man, then it's like I want a relationship.
I think the biggest thing is you shouldn't be, but niggas is afraid of you, so I get it. And you just be in your bag, so I think, yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, you probably eat those niggas alive, like, if they really think about it. They probably just scared. That's probably what it is. Yeah, they probably just scared. Cause you're a boss, you're an alpha, so, they be tender and they be a lot of betas, so, yeah, that's probably it.
Damn. What the actual heck? I guess that's it for today, guys.